Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I challenge myself to make something that I've never made before every week. Today I'm making hotteok, which is a kind of Korean pancake that's typically filled with like cinnamon and brown sugar and nuts. It's super popular as a winter street food in Korea because you can get it hot from the street food vendors and carry it around with you as you walk through the cold winter days. I'm super excited, so let's just get started. So I was inspired to make hotteok because when I used to spend my childhood summers in China, my aunt used to buy me these flat fried pancakes filled with sugary goodness every day for breakfast, and I loved them. And for all the Googling I've done, I've never managed to figure out exactly what those were, but hotteok sounded pretty close, so I wanted to try and make it. Anyways, I'll just stir in the milk that I microwaved earlier to be around 90 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit while mixing the rest of the ingredients. And after all the milk's been streamed in, I just use my hands to kind of knead it together until all the dry spots are gone and the dough comes together into a ball. So now I'll let the dough rest until it's doubled in size, which for me, I think took about an hour and a half, but it'll totally depend on where you live and like the temperature and humidity and all that. In the meantime, I definitely went out and got McDonald's for lunch. After the dough's been rested, I'll just kind of use my fingers to poke some holes in the top of it and then let it rest for another 20 minutes. What does that do, you might ask? Unfortunately, I have no friggin' clue. In the meantime, I'll quickly mix together the filling. And here's something that I learned. So if your brown sugar gets hard because it's been sitting on your shelf a while, it's totally feasible to save it by microwaving it in short bursts with a damp towel on top. Although it turns back to being hard pretty quickly using this method, so make sure that you use your brown sugar quickly. So now it's time to shape and fill the hotteok dough. I'm putting some oil on my hands just to prevent sticking. I'll first roll the dough out into a log, before cutting it into 6 pieces with my trusty bench scraper. I know I usually use a scale, but I was feeling lazy, so I just eyeballed this one. So as it turns out, making a hotteok is pretty easy, so you just kind of flatten the dough out with your palms like this. And then you put a hefty spoonful of your filling right into the middle of the dough and just kind of pinch all the edges into the middle. And voila, 1 hotteok down, 5 more to go. And now, let's fry the hotteok. I'll put a few of the hotteok down into a shallow layer of oil over medium heat. And I'll let them fry until the bottoms are golden brown. Now here comes the fun part. We're gonna flip both of these over. And then I'll use the bottom of a wooden spatula to just squish these pancakes down into their typical flat shape. Typically, street food vendors will use this special, like, flat circular tool to do this, but at home, we can just use basically any flat utensil. And then I'll just fry this side until it's golden brown also. I'll flip them over one last time, cover it with a lid, and then fry for 1 more minute under low heat so that the sugar on the inside gets all gooey and melty. Oh shoot, some of it like came out. Oh, it's so hot actually. Oh gosh, dude, can I rip this open? Oh my gosh. Do you want to rip it open? Oh my gosh. Okay, dude. Open it in front of the camera. Oh gosh, it's so hot actually. Oh. These are actually so good. And despite the burnt fingers, these are really best enjoyed straight out of the pan. The dough is so fluffy and soft, and the inside filling is sweet and gooey with a little bit of the crunch of the walnuts. If you're looking for an easy to make warm winter treat, this recipe is for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hotteok was so much fun to make. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more food adventures. I'll see you guys next week for a new recipe. Bye!